The need right now is widespread, whether it's people whose finances were already stretched thin or people who've never had to ask for help before. That's where Altogether ATX wants to come in and help. The Austin Community Foundation and the United Way for Greater Austin are working together to raise money for relief efforts. There's a big push tomorrow with a virtual telethon. I asked the CEO of the United Way for Greater Austin about it yesterday. And so we are going to be asking folks to contribute for Altogether ATX. And so people want to know where their money's going and what the timeline is on how quickly that's going to be dispersed. Do you have any insight on that?
Absolutely, yeah. It will go, these dollars will go again to the people who are most affected by the COVID crisis. So again, we know that people who never imagined that they would have need find themselves in really critical need. And so these funds will go to help them. And there are tens and tens of thousands of those people in Austin right now. And then as far as the timeline, we are doing this in partnership with the Austin Community Foundation, and they're our good friends, and we're in this together. And so we decided together we need to get these dollars out now. The need is real and urgent now. And so we're going to do a first phase of distribution that will be in the hands of the people who need it most in about 2 weeks. So just by April 17th, be in the hands of the people who need it. We'll do a phase 2 later in the summer when we have a better idea of what the needs are. We know what we're seeing right now, but all the needs that we're seeing right now will also evolve and probably grow from everything everybody's saying. That the needs will only get worse. So we want to take the time to make sure that we know exactly the best place to be putting these dollars. So we'll do phase 2 in the summer, and then another phase 3 in the fall. And that's really geared more to make sure that the infrastructure, this strong safety net that these great nonprofits provide is strong and in place.
And so what I'm hearing from you is that it sounds like there is a great plan to disperse the money to the people who need it the most. Just want to reassure people who might be thinking about donating that this is going to go to the people who need it the most and not for administrative type fees, you know?
Absolutely. In fact, thank you for saying that. Austin Community Foundation and United Way for Greater Austin, neither of us are going to take 1 penny in administrative costs from these funds. So 100% of every dollar given will go directly to people who need it most. And it will all 100% of that money will stay local. And so what a great way for us to come together. While we can't come together physically right now, we can come together in this way and show who we are and show that we actually do care for each other as a city. And so I'm grateful for that perspective, and really thank you for having us on today.
And we thank you for all of your efforts. Thank you so much, David Smith, the United Way for Greater Austin. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And don't forget, tomorrow, KXAN is participating in that virtual telethon. Proceeds go to Altogether ATX, a philanthropic fund created to help community relief efforts in Central Texas. You can find a link to Altogether ATX on our homepage, kxan.com.